It was an okay game week, but I'm happy with a score of 64 points and a green arrow, moving up to 816,000. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button for weekly team selection videos throughout the season. Also, don't forget to join my mini-league via the link in the description. Only Lewis Hall blanked in defence, as Arsenal managed to keep a clean sheet against Wolves, despite being down to 10 men until the 70th minute, when Wolves were also reduced to 10 men. Daniel Munoz contributed with an assist in Crystal Palace's consolation goal. After blanking in 2 consecutive matches, Mohamed Salah repaid the faith with a goal in Liverpool's dominant win over Ipswich. Anthony Gordon continued his strong away form, registering his 6th return on the road with an assist. Meanwhile, after a disappointing performance against Bournemouth in game week 22, Isak bounced back in style with a brace against Southampton. Now, let's shift our focus to the transfer plans for game week 24. I had 3 free transfers, and with prices set to rise, I've already used all of them on double game week players. With 2 Liverpool players already in my squad, there isn't a reliable option up front aside from Salah. Cody Gakpo is tempting, but he has only 2 attacking returns in away matches. So, I've opted for Trent Alexander-Arnold in place of Gabriel. Trent is the standout asset in Liverpool's defence, and while their backline hasn't been as solid as earlier in the season, his attacking threat makes him a must-have despite his price. He leads all defenders with 7.1 expected goal involvements and 14 big chances created, the most among defenders. The other 2 transfers are Jordan Pickford and Iliman Ndiaye in place of David Raya and João Pedro. One of Everton's fixtures is a Merseyside derby against Liverpool, but Pickford has still managed to keep 8 clean sheets. Only Matt Sells has more. Meanwhile, Ndiaye is Everton's top scorer with 5 goals this season, and is also on penalty duties if Dominic Calvert-Lewin is ruled out. With the announcement of double game week 25, I'm considering using the assistant manager chip on Slot. However, this would require a gamble on Liverpool, overcoming their 1-0 deficit against Spurs in the EFL Cup, and taking a -4 hit to bring in Slot. To meet the maximum 3-player per club rule, I'd also need to transfer out Diaz. With that in mind, here's how my team is shaping up for game week 24. Since David Moyes took charge of Everton, they have won 2 matches and conceded just 6 big chances. Only 7 teams have allowed fewer in that period. Meanwhile, Liverpool haven't won at Goodison Park in the last 2 seasons, losing 2-0 and drawing 0-0. One of Everton's double game week fixtures is against a Leicester side that have managed just 2 goals in their last 3 matches. Only Wolves and Ipswich have scored fewer in that period. Although Liverpool's double game week isn't easy, and they have conceded in 3 of their last 4 matches, Alexander-Arnold remains their standout asset in defence. He leads all defenders with 43 chances created, and only Anthony Robinson has provided more assists than his 6 among defenders. Daniel Munoz has now provided returns in 3 consecutive matches. Although his fixture against Manchester United looks tough on paper, United have been inconsistent with mixed results. Among defenders, only Alexander-Arnold and Josko Gvardiol have higher expected goal involvements than his 5.4. Despite Newcastle conceding 5 goals in their last 2 matches, they have kept 5 of their 8 clean sheets at home. Among defenders, only Robinson and Alexander-Arnold have provided more assists than Lewis Hall's 5. Luis Diaz has blanked in 4 consecutive matches, but selling him for another Liverpool player felt like a wasted transfer, so I decided to hold on to him for the double game week. Although Bournemouth are unbeaten in 11 matches, coming off dominant 5-0 and 4-1 wins against Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, Diaz scored a brace against them in the reverse fixture earlier this season. While many have transferred out Cole Palmer, he remains Chelsea's standout player with 14 goals and 7 assists. He has created a league-high 63 chances, with only Bukayo Saka surpassing his 18 big chances created. Anthony Gordon, on the other hand, has scored 4 of his 6 goals at home. This week, he faces a Fulham side that have kept 3 of their 4 clean sheets and conceded just 13 goals in away matches. Although Forest lost 5-0 to Bournemouth last game week, Chris Wood had scored in 4 consecutive matches prior to that. Wood has been clinical, with 14 goals from just 23 shots on target. He now faces a Brighton side that have conceded in all but one of their last 5 matches. After ending his scoring streak against Bournemouth in game week 22, Isak bounced back with a brace against Southampton, bringing his tally to 17 goals. Only Erling Haaland and Mohamed Salah have scored more. Iliman Ndiaye has scored in back-to-back matches under the new manager and also found the net against Leicester in the reverse fixture earlier this season. Among his teammates, only Calvert-Lewin and Dwight McNeil have a higher expected goal involvement than his four. Although Mohamed Salah hasn't matched his form from the first half of the season, he remains a consistent FPL performer, leading the league with 18 goals and 13 assists. This week, he faces a Bournemouth side that have been exceptional defensively, allowing just 9 big chances in their last 5 matches. Only Arsenal and Palace have conceded fewer. He also takes on Merseyside rivals Everton, a team Liverpool have struggled to beat at Goodison Park over the last 2 seasons. Even though Liverpool have tough fixtures, there's no debate over captaincy this week. I'm handing the armband to Salah. I've already used my triple captain chip, but if I still had it, this would be the perfect game week to play it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more FPL content. Also follow me on X and Instagram, where I will post my final team for Game Week 24 before the deadline.